Welcome to the Ose Challenge. Welcome to the outdoor land. Your location, the Zittauer Gebirge Nature Reserve in easternmost Saxony, in the prettiest setting in the heart of Europe near the meeting point of Germany, Poland, and the Czech Republic. Precisely here, Ose Challenge presents the XTERRA Trail. Prepare yourself for the longest, most demanding combination of paths from the 3 Ose Challenge trails. Your mission? 3 distances. Swim 1.5 kilometers, bike 36 kilometers, run 9 kilometers. Your chance? Becoming the German master of the German Triathlon Union, or the winner of the National XTERRA Championships, and receiving one of 36 slots for the XTERRA World Championships on Maui. Ready to rock? Let's look at the route. First, we go to the Ose Lake so that we can swim for 1.5 kilometers. Your starting place, the shallow water next to a cypress grove. Your swimming route, once around a triangle, then out of the water, for a brief trot on land, then back into the water. The finish line is about 150 meters to the right of the starting line. Your time is noted here. Small buoys guide your way, as do the fans on shore. Now things get quick and tricky, and even dirty if the weather's poor. 36 kilometers of mountain biking lie ahead of you. Are you ready? A note in advance. This won't be a jaunt in the woods. The 36 kilometers place high demands on your technique and condition, but they also provide you with lots of variety and breathtaking landscapes, if you see them at all at high speed. First, there is sand, lots of sand. For 2 kilometers, you ride on sandy paths away from the Ose Lake. Your heading? The Zittauer Gebirge Mountains. You go through the town of Oberstdorf, where you can rejoice about a few minutes of asphalt streets. By the way, the proportion of asphalt streets is less than 10%. When you've gone through this underpass below the road connecting Zittau and Oberstdorf, you leave civilization behind you. From now on, the red point will show you the way. You can find it on trees and rocks along the trail. Now the route goes uphill along a steep, short, and vicious dirt road. Keep with it. You'll arrive at a hillock above the roofs of the city. Super timing. The farmer on this farmstead along the route collects clocks, and they all work. Please be a bit more careful than usual here. The route passes the imposing Napoleon linden tree. Salut! The route comes to a farm road and goes through fields directly into the Zittauer Gebirge Mountains. The view is fantastic. The entire beauty of the outdoor land lies in front of you, as do the next intense goals: Töpfer, Hochwald, Jonsberg, Ameisenberg. Climb, 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 up and up towards the Hochwald, the highest point on the trail. Enjoy the part between kilometers 7 and 9. The unchanging elevation and the wonderful outlooks on the Bohemian mountain region are great for gathering air for the steep part. After the narrow path crossed by routes, right next to the street connecting Eubin and Lückendorf, you come to the so-called Kammloch. You're now at the Kohl, below the Hochwald peak. The main XTERRA Trail refreshment station is here. Dig in, because now comes the path to the peak, which will tax your condition. 150 meters after the catering station, the XTERRA Trail separates from the original trail, curving off to the left. You meander to and fro between Germany and the Czech Republic. Old boundary stones and a few rusty boundary posts remind us of when Europe had more strict borders. Every meter on the path is steeper than the last. Loose stones, as well as channels and steps crossing the path, require that you give your all, full concentration, a good riding technique, and a high pulse. After 200 meters, the path narrows. You can practically forget about riding now. The stones are too slippery. Therefore, pushing your bike isn't a disgrace. You can stop pushing when you reach an easily visible large beech tree. Now you can ride again. But the ride to the peak will still have you sweating. And the payoff? An immense panorama. But not for you, unfortunately. Because the action continues down a steep hill. After the spectacular Hochwald transverse, you ride to the Johannisstein, a grassy hill with a rocky top that you reach via paths in Germany and the Czech Republic. From the peak, there's a panoramic view of the mountains and the castle ruins on the Oybin. Yeah, but again, not for you. Instead, you shoot down a straightaway through the meadows. Watch out, it starts off with an 18-degree slope. Some people have to carry their bikes here. Everything okay? Then on you go. Jonsberg, Pferdeberg, Ameisenberg. Your ride around Jonsberg Mountain is on paths that are easy to travel on. It is simply beautiful here. The route turns into a narrow single trail that meanders over the Hülleweg path on the Pferdeberg mountain ridge. Things go quickly and with a great deal of fun to the so-called Katzenkerbe, a deep cut into the rocks at an elevation of about 490 meters. Then take a long downhill ride down to Oybin Niederdorf. Then back up again to the Ameisenberg mountain. Now give it your all again. The last big challenge of the XTERRA MTB trail is the descent from the Ameisenberg to the Oybintal Valley. Things go downhill on the roughly 800-meter long drop, a path full of debris and deep rain washouts. The lower portion requires that you concentrate fully and that you can handle your bike well. And suddenly, you're at the local railway in Oybin. Welcome back to civilization. You now quickly ride the last 6 kilometers over easily traveled forest and dirt roads back to Ose. You already saw this part at the beginning of the MTB route. This is where the circle closes. And now, run baby run, 9 kilometers. Things are never boring on the running route around the Ose. In the middle, lonely paths cross the biotope. A continuous alternation between short rises and drops makes the trail run a technical challenge and a joy for any cross runner. Sometimes you have to cross a ford or climb up a stairway of wooden ties. Variety and physical strength, it's all here. Even refreshments before the stairway. After 2.5 kilometers, the XTERRA trail comes to a ford through water. The frequent rains keep it full. Stones jutting above the waterline carry you over it if you keep your balance. After 4 kilometers, a long rustic wooden stairway and bridges bring you to a plateau in the former coal open pit mine here. Today, there's simply a lot of nature to be seen here. Here you'll find a biotope that may remind you of Scandinavian mountain landscapes. Keep on going along the Olbersdorfer Höhe towards the sheep shed, a prominent intersection. Meh. After 7 kilometers around the Ose, you cross a steep wooden staircase and reach the southern shore. Now you keep going up and down directly on the shore and back to the north. This isn't a monster. The coal mining bucket wheel is a sign. You are almost there, at the finish line of the XTERRA trail. We wish you lots of luck. Maybe we'll see you on the medalist platform. Good luck at the Ose Challenge.